The story begins with Siren, a 25-year-old woman who returns to her quiet hometown after years of living away, a town that never really saw her, even when she was there. She's the kind of woman who carries silence like a second skin, an artist, a dreamer, and someone who's always felt invisible in her own family. Her cousin Daniel, admired and successful, is about to be married. The whole family is alive with celebration, laughter, decorations, and endless talk about the wedding. But Siren, standing among them, feels like she's watching from behind a glass wall. There, but unseen. Then Lucy enters the story. Daniel's fiancée, graceful, composed, and beautiful, in a way that feels effortless. The first time Siren sees her is at the pre-engagement dinner. Lucy greets everyone warmly, but when she looks at Siren, something shifts. Her smile softens, her eyes linger just a moment too long. And in that brief pause, something unspoken sparks, a current neither of them understands. Siren tells herself it's nothing, just admiration, just curiosity. But that night, as she lies awake, she can still hear Lucy's laughter drifting through the hallway. And for the first time in years, Siren's heart feels awake. The days leading up to the wedding are a blur of color and sound, dresses, flowers, family chaos. Yet between the noise, there are small moments, a shared glance across the room, a brush of hands, a conversation that lasts longer than it should. Lucy confides in Siren one afternoon. She says she feels trapped, like everyone expects her to be perfect, but inside she's lost. Her words cut through Siren's quiet heart. She recognizes that pain, that pressure of being what others need instead of who you are. Siren tries to stay away, but Lucy keeps finding her in the kitchen, in the garden, by the rain-soaked window where they talk for hours one night. It starts with simple words and ends with silence so deep it feels like confession. When Lucy stands to leave, their eyes meet, and the space between them becomes unbearable. For a second, they almost kiss, but Lucy steps back and walks away, her reflection trembling in the rain. Siren knows she should stop this before it begins. But it's already too late. In the following days, Siren avoids the family gatherings, hiding in the garden with her paints. But Lucy's voice still finds her, her laughter floating on the wind, her presence impossible to forget. The guilt grows heavier, but so does the longing. Every time their eyes meet across a crowded room, Siren feels both condemned and alive. One night, Lucy finds her in the old family library. She's crying, her voice trembling as she admits, "I feel alive only when you're near." They hold hands for the first time, a fragile, trembling connection that feels both sacred and wrong. Siren's heart screams to let go, but her fingers don't move. That moment seals their fate. Days later, during a family gathering at Daniel's house, the air feels different, too quiet, too fragile. Lucy looks pale, distracted. Siren tries to avoid her, but every time she looks up, Lucy is there, eyes wide. Chest rising with some hidden decision. Daniel raises a toast, his voice full of warmth and pride as he calls Lucy his perfect fiancée. The room claps, laughter echoing. But Lucy doesn't smile. Instead, her gaze locks with Siren's across the table. The room fades. The sound fades. Lucy stands, trembling. She walks towards Siren slowly, the crowd watching in confusion. Then, in a voice barely above a whisper, she says, "I can't lie anymore." And before anyone can move, she kisses Siren, soft, desperate, trembling, in front of everyone. The world stops. A glass falls from Daniel's hand, shattering against the floor. Silence, shock. The air turns heavy with disbelief. When the noise finally returns, it's chaos, yelling, tears, outrage. Lucy runs out. Siren stands frozen, her heart breaking under the weight of what just happened. That night, Everything she ever loved turns to dust up by morning. Siren is no longer a member of the family. Her aunt's voice is cold, final. Pack your things. You're not welcome here anymore. She leaves quietly, head bowed, suitcase in hand. The rain starts to fall again, fitting, almost poetic. Before she goes, Lucy's mother hands her a letter. She left this for you, she says softly in the letter. Lucy writes that she never meant to hurt anyone, but pretending not to love Siren hurt her more. She writes that she's leaving, that she can't face the wreckage. Maybe one day, the letter says, you'll remember me not as the girl who broke your life apart, but as the one who loved you enough to stop pretending. Siren reads the letter until the ink blurs with her tears at the train station. She stands alone under the rain, watching the world move without her. The train arrives. She boards it, leaving everything, the town, the pain, and the ghost of Lucy's love behind. Years pass. Now Siren lives in another city. She's a painter, quiet, reclusive, known for her hauntingly emotional art. Among her works, one stands out, a painting called The Kiss in the Storm. It shows two women caught in rain, their lips almost touching. No one knows it's her story, but every brushstroke bleeds Lucy's name. Siren visits her old town one last time. She learns that Daniel has moved on, married someone else, has a child now. Lucy, they say, lives abroad, married to, happy, though the word sounds uncertain. Siren doesn't try to find her. Instead, she walks to the old garden where everything began. She buries a small sketch of Lucy under the jasmine bush, her final goodbye. Back in her studio, she looks at her painting and whispers, "She kissed me once in front of the world, and that single moment defined my lifetime. That kiss cost her everything, her family, her home, her peace, but it also gave her something else, the truth of who she really was. Love like theirs was never meant to last. It came not to stay, but to awaken. Now, as Siren walks by the sea at sunset, the waves brushing her feet, she smiles softly. Her eyes are calm, not healed, but whole, because she finally understands some loves are not meant to be kept. They're meant to be remembered, like a scar you learn to live with."
My dear viewers, if you want to watch the full video, the link is given in the description below. Go there and enjoy the complete story. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We promise to bring you the kind of entertainment you love, with every video carrying a meaningful lesson just for you.